Neil, you were saying there, the promotion battle and all of that. It's always an open league, it's always unpredictable, the Championship. But especially this year, do you think it's almost more open? There doesn't, we've had a Wolves in previous seasons who eventually have run away with it. There doesn't, Leeds obviously were right up there when there doesn't seem to be a real standout this year. It seems to be open.
No, I think when Norwich, when they beat us, and I still don't know how they beat us, that's the type of teams, when you get results like that, when you know right to get a result, they're the ones with the squads, the big squads where they can rest players and bring players in. I think Norwich have probably got the, Watford. You're looking at that and Bournemouth, aren't you? They're the three.
Yeah.
Now, any time one of those could put a run of 5 or 6 wins together at the same time. I don't see anybody below those three doing that, if I'm honest. So, you've got to hope that other teams play well against them and everybody keeps, like you say, keeps it, making it an even league, really.
Yeah.
I only see those three putting runs together like that.
And is your big target, we're in December now, as you've alluded to, really, is the main thing that you want, that when we're heading into January and, this hectic months out the way, that you're still pretty much where you are now in and around it? Would you take that?
No, I'll be disappointed if we're where we are now position-wise, but points-wise, I think if we could hang in there 2 or 3 points away from the playoffs towards middle of January, I'd be delighted, if I'm honest.
And you spoke there, about the weekend and perhaps a little bit of naivety creeping in towards the end, especially after you've equalised and gone 2-2. Is that, something that's almost inevitable and you're going to have to work with a young squad? Because, you do have a lot of young players who haven't necessarily been in all the situations that, you've been in through the years.
You can't blame Marvin. He, for some reason, is in the right back position and he wants to take a quick free kick because he can see Tuber on the far side,
Yeah.
Whereas we've only just equalised, and we're away from home and 5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
We don't do things like that. But you can't, he wants to win the game and he ended up, that pass didn't lose us the game, but it contributed. And Tuber. Likewise, the first goal, we have a lad fouled on the halfway line. It goes to one of our other players. I can't remember who it is. And within a second, we've lost the ball. Now, if you look at the Premier League, referees bring that back because there's no advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've been a bit hard done to it at times lately.
Yeah. You mentioned Grant there. Other injury, other team news-wise, everybody else all right?
We one or two niggles. We'll have to look at them today. I don't want anybody, playing without if they're not 100%. So we'll have a look at that this morning.
And just the last one for me. Patrick and Duncan obviously played 2 games ago, didn't start the weekend. Do you see them as, for a little while at least, impact type players who will be in and out of the side? Or is the challenge for them to show you enough that they're nailed on and they'll start every week and make yourselves undroppable kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge for all the players, not just those two. I think there's quite a few in the squad that have got a challenge on they have to show me in training. Those the two you mentioned, they got into the squad, into the team because of the way they trained.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And now it's, they've got to try and endure in training, make me want to pick them to start with, and that's what they've got to do. And I'm sure they will do in the next few weeks.
Good stuff. Good luck tomorrow. Enjoy your wine.
Thank you.
Dom, please.
Hi Neil, happy birthday.
All right, pal.
Will there be no cake for Anthony Dijksteel today, repaying the favour for his before the game a few weeks back?
I don't know whether he's going to bring me a birthday cake in, and I'm not sure, but I'll probably just wait and see when I go around for me to meal tonight at his house.
Neil, you mentioned the Swansea game, and obviously that was on the back of that game last year that you came in. What's the biggest difference between your squad now and the squad that you took charge of back then?
I don't know. I didn't really see enough. I just come in really firefighting, and you don't get time to assess everything in such a small space of time. You just have to get results. But when I came in, I thought the effort was there. There were probably a few players that didn't want to be there, which sort of ruffled, like what they put waves in the sea, is it, or something like that? I think you've just got to. We had to just get on with it and think about that. We could put that to bed for next season. But we know that Swansea is one of the best footballing sides, and obviously the lads talk about the game here where they thought they were battered really last year.
And you mentioned there about players who perhaps didn't want to be here last year. Obviously, in the last few weeks, there's been 2 or 3 new contracts. Has that been part of the success this season? The fact that everyone's pulling in the same direction now. You've got everyone on side. Everyone wants to be here. Everyone's buying into what you're asking of them.
Yeah, and they want to do it. I mean, the fans are, although they're not here. I think the lads have all, they all realise what a part they've got to play in the area. Because it's a depressive area at the moment with this virus. And I think it's up to us to sort of lift the fans and the spirit. So I think they've all taken that on board. I think with the new contracts, it's just I think that's just good business from the club. I'm bound to give my recommendations to Neil and Steve regarding the future of the club. And I thought it was important that, we get some of the, like you say, the key players of the future tied up longer.
Is there more to come then on the contract front?
Yes, I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. We're talking all the time to players and the strategy, for the coming seasons.
And just finally, looking back to last season, at the back end of last year, a few times you told us it was the most difficult job you'd taken on. Was there a moment in the summer where you looked and thought, you know what, we can challenge this year, or did that develop over time?
I think pre-season. Listen, Dom, I've got to say, if I was anywhere else, if I was at Rotherham or anywhere else, I think we've got a chance. That's how I am. I always think the championship is there for you to grasp it, really. And I think you've got to say that I'm surprised that everything that I've tried to do regarding with the players has come off, and that they've all shown an improvement. Because sometimes that can't happen, but it has happened, and they've really bought into that. From Cornwall, I think it was our pre-season at Cornwall. Going back to Plymouth Argyle twice in 3 or 4 days where we played, I felt there was something quite good happening. And yeah, that's why I'm disappointed where we are at the minute, because we've had opportunities to be far higher. And I want to try and get even more out of the group of players that I've got, and the hope that 1 or 2 take opportunities when they're offered.
I mean, you are only 3 points off 5th, but 10th feels harsh, doesn't it? Given the way you've played and given the fact, as you say, you've been in every game. When I saw the table at the weekend and you'd slipped to 10th, it feels like that perhaps doesn't do the team justice, really, for the way you've played.
Yeah, I think the lads they're trying to keep down in the league for underdogs. They want to be underdogs to the last minute. So I think they're planning not to do anything and then win the last 4 or 5 games and sneak in. You know what I mean? So that nobody sees us, really.
That'll do. Be dramatic for us, if nothing else.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks, Neil. Good luck tomorrow night.
Where are you, Joe? Come on, Joe.
I know you're okay.
What old Joe? You're always last night, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Go on.
Just on Grant's injury, Neil, you were saying last week that kind of who you bring in January will depend on injuries and the situation. Are you now looking at other centre backs that you could potentially bring in?
No, I mean, you're always looking. But Woodsy's done ever so well. So Woodsy's got to be ready. He did well against Forest. He's training hard. He wants to biting at the bit to try and get an opportunity. So that wouldn't worry me at all if anybody, if any of the lads got injured.
I mean, another player who's on the sideline is Ashley Fletcher. You said, I think you probably won't be back till January. How is he doing? Yeah,
he's training hard, and we do miss him. He's got something probably different to the other strikers. But you've just got to get on and we are thinking and hope that he comes through his rehabilitation in the next few weeks, ready to start playing, because it's nice to have somebody like Ashley either in the lineup or on the bench. They're good to have around, and it's such a blow to us. I was disappointed when he picked up an injury, so innocuous as well, really.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to rush him back, but is that looking like January or a bit later?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I was told the end of January originally. And to be fair, Joe, I've not asked the last few weeks. I've just got that many other things on my mind. I've not really. I'll probably ask now this morning. Now you've mentioned it.
And just kind of with all these games coming up, how are you managing the players? Do you have like a red zone when you kind of need to take them out of training or?
Yeah, I mean the players that played Saturday, for example, yesterday did a warm up and they did some boxers passing drills and things, but then they went off and did a circle. Whether you've seen that circle, a bit of laughter and passing, etc. While the others did, I refereed a game. I think it was about 5 or 6 aside and a little bit more intense. And they did a bit more work, the lads that didn't start the game on Saturday. But like today, we won't be doing much with anybody. It'll just be a box passing game and a 5 aside, and then obviously onto the tactics that we're going to use for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. And just with Duncan and Patrick Roberts, you obviously took them out of the starting 11 on Saturday. Are they kind of back to full fitness now?
Yeah, I'll probably play them both tomorrow, Joe.
Okay.
just to confuse, but what's his name?
Scott.
Oh, Scotty's up there, isn't it? Yeah, just to throw Scott out there. That was one of them jobs, Joe. Just to throw Scott out.
It's all right. I don't believe a word you tell us anyway, Nick.
T-side!
Be bold. Be immersed. Be transformed. Be Teesside.
Paddy, new contract at Middlesbrough Football Club, you must be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm very happy to sign the dotted line. The last month or so we've been in talks to sign, and I'm just glad to get it done.
Playing regular football at the moment, probably more regular than the manager might like in some aspects, but you seem to be really enjoying your football as well at the moment.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it for club and country, very much, and it's I prefer actually when it's just game after game, every week, and as I say, I've played a lot of football in the last few months, but as I say, I prefer it like that.
The start the team have made to the season, not just for you, for the team as a whole, it's been really positive as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously we got beat at the weekend, which is a bit disappointing, but before then I thought any team we've played, I think we've been unlucky not to get the 3 points, and when I look at the league table now, I do think we deserve to be a little bit higher than we are, but it's a long season, and if we just keep playing the way we are, there's no reason why we can't be up there come the end.
Neil Warnock has been consistent in singing your praises as well. What's his impact been since he's been at the club for you?
Ever since he came in, I've really enjoyed it. He, as a player, he just gives you so much confidence, and I feel like since he's come in, I've played my best football here at the football club, and when you look at some other lads as well, I think they say the same. But every day I enjoy coming into training, and I think he's improved us all massively.
You mentioned about the enjoyment there. You're not the first player to sign a new contract as well, and that's a positive sign that people want to be here. Enjoying training, looking forward to the games as well.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, Amph and Johnny and Sam have signed new deals, and as you say, it's it's great. Lads are signing, and hopefully there'll be a few more.
Yeah, now you've got that contract out of the way, it gives you can focus even more on the football, which is nice because it's going to be a really busy period coming up as well.
Yeah, definitely. It was nice to to get it signed today, and you can just sort of forget about that now and just concentrate on football. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we get the 3 points and go from there.
Yeah, and just lastly, obviously a bit strange with the fans not in at the moment, but they've been really impressed with what they've seen from you, and hopefully they can see more of you when they get back in as soon as possible, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully the fans will be back in soon. Hopefully the tier 3 will be lifted soon, and yeah, sooner the better.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can tell you, but it's like to. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do.
Here as Middlesbrough in 17th post Swansea, who lie a place and 3 points below them. Borough have lost their last 2 without scoring, but may have a chance of getting the points off Bob Bradley's side. Borough back on the ball. They can't get out. Britton. It's left there for Fulton. A shot coming in, well pushed away by Victor Valdez. And it's turned behind for a corner. Sigurdsson coming close. Lashed it towards goal, but well pushed away by the Spaniard. The ball was moving. Wide is Fisher. He's hurt himself. Victor Fisher. Play goes on though. Spread over by Daroon. Space on the far side. Comes back in. Hoisted high into the box. Negredo guides it towards goal. Good save. And the rebound can't be turned in. First real chance of the game for Middlesbrough. Just over 7 minutes gone. He was onside the beast at the far post. It was a cross-come shot in the end, I think. Either way, it didn't go in. Come forward, it's an open game so far. Here come Borough though, charging forward, spurred on by the home crowd. Clayton, he guides it in towards Negredo. Oh, what a goal! That's some finish from Alvaro Negredo. A 4th goal of the season and a massive one in this game. Just 17 minutes gone, and he did ever so well to guide that one into the corner. Great connection, accuracy superb. It's left though instead, over the wall, but over the bar as well, from Gaston Ramirez. Just over the bar, the goalkeeper Łukasz Fabianski scrambling across. Ramirez with 2 so far this season. Middlesbrough still leading by 1-0. They love a second. And they come forward here down the right-hand side. Chasing his foreshore, out by Fulton. And the throw-in taken quickly. This might be a chance, a very good chance, because that's going to be a penalty. And Swarbrick points to the spot. Swansea caught out there by the quick throw. And tackle coming in. The leg was dangled. Contact made. Borough with the chance. It's going to be Negredo to take. He has 1. He now has 2. And Borough in firm control of this one. 29 minutes gone. And Alvaro Negredo doubles Middlesbrough's lead. Fabianski going the wrong way. At the moment heading towards a crucial 3 points. Barragan. Into his own half. Barragan again. All the way back to Valdez, who's had a reasonably quiet afternoon so far. Nice ball there in between the lines. This is split Swansea open. Ramirez guided in towards de Roon, and de Roon has made it 3-0. Martin de Roon with his second Middlesbrough goal wraps up the points for Aitor Karanka's side. It was all too easy. No one blocked the cross and no one tracked de Roon. Simple in its creation and an easy finish from close range. Maybe one last chance here for Swansea as they come forward. They're chasing them though. They don't want to give them any kind of time to fashion a chance. They want to keep this clean sheet as well. They're giving the ball away here. Montero. Still Jefferson Montero. Nicely flighted cross and the header pushed away by Valdez. A really good stop from close range. It was well flighted there by Montero, but Llorente couldn't guide it past the goalkeeper. That may well be their final chance. Llorente takes the play out to Montero, who set him up a minute to go. Montero curls one in. Good header away, and that is full time. Well, it was pretty easy in the end for Middlesbrough in this clash between two struggling sides. 2 goals from Alvaro Negredo. Martin de Roon made the points safe 13 minutes into the second half. A first win in 3 for Aitor Karanka's side.